Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. Reading you the news, I am Matsina. The headlines. Stage has been set in Nagaland for the assembly polls tomorrow. CEO Nagaland V. Shashank Shekhar and Chief Minister Neiphiu appeal all voters to come forward to vote tomorrow. Election Department says voter information slip, not proof of identity of voters. Voters need to produce EPIC or any other document approved as proof of ID by ECI. Prime Minister urges people to pledge to replace plastic bags with cloth bags. Now the news in detail. The stage has been set in Nagaland for the assembly polls tomorrow. Polling will begin at 7 a.m. and continue till 4 p.m. Talking to AIR News, CEO V. Shashank Shekhar today said that elaborate security arrangement has been made to ensure free and fair polls. He said that one section of Central Armed Police Forces have been deployed in each polling booth. There are a total of 2,315 polling booths. Out of the total booths, 777 are critical and 720 polling stations are categorized as vulnerable. The CEO said that half of the polling booths are to be covered by webcasting or videography. He urged voters to come forward to exercise their voting rights. Additional paramilitary forces have been deployed across the state and vigil has also been intensified along the Indo-Myanmar border. Interstate borders with Assam, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh have been sealed to avoid any untoward incidents. Meanwhile, polling officials have been dispatched to all the polling stations across the state today. 387 polling stations will be manned by all-women team, while 3 polling stations will be manned by person with disabilities. Out of 2,315 polling stations set up across the state, 38 are model polling stations. Chief Electoral Officer CEO Nagaland V. Shashank Shekhar has appealed to all voters of the state to come forward to vote tomorrow. He urged everyone to take exercise of voting right in a festive way, thereby reflecting the true spirit of democracy. In a message through AIR News, the CEO asserted that society in Nagaland is inherently democratic. He said there is space for different voices and opinions, and these views are treated with respect. Shekhar said this inherent democratic spirit should be reflected in the electoral system. The CEO therefore appealed to collectively ensure that the election represent the true spirit of democracy, which is free and fair without any violence. Chief Minister Neiphiu has appealed to all eligible voters in Nagaland, especially those voting for the first time, to turn out in record numbers and cast their vote tomorrow. Rio, in a tweet, urged the voters to be a contributor to the democratic process. The Chief Minister also extended his best wishes to all the candidates. He hoped that tomorrow's polling will be peaceful and successful. Office of the Chief Electoral Office, Nagaland, has informed that the voter information slip will not be allowed as proof of identity of voters. It said the voter information slip is prepared and issued to electors to facilitate voters in knowing the serial number of electoral roll in their polling station, date and time of poll. It said electors who have been issued electors' photo identity card, EPIC, have to produce the EPIC for their identification at the polling station before casting their votes. It further informed that electors who are not able to produce the EPIC can produce other alternative photo identity documents for establishing their identity, such as Aadhaar card, MNREGA job card, passbooks with photograph issued by bank or post office, health insurance smart card issued under the scheme of Ministry of Labour, driving license, PAN card, smart card issued by RGI under NPR, Indian passport, pension document with photograph, service identity cards with photograph issued to employees by central or state government, PSUs or public limited companies, official identity cards issued to MPs, MLAs or MLCs, and unique disability ID, UDID card issued by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Prime Minister has urged the people to resolve to contribute towards Clean India and pledge to replace plastic bags with cloth bags. Addressing the nation in the 98th episode of his Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio, Prime Minister said the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has changed the meaning of public participation in the country. He mentioned a cleanliness campaign by the youth of Haryana in a village called Dulheri. Prime Minister noted with satisfaction that these youth have so far cleared tons of garbage from different areas of the city. Prime Minister expressed happiness that the number of teleconsultations in eSanjeevani app has crossed 10 crores. Modi termed it a big achievement. Through the eSanjeevani app, people can consult doctors through video conference. Prime Minister highlighted that 10 crore consultations through video conference signifies the amazing bond between patient and doctor. He called it a living example of how people in India have welcomed technology in their lives. Prime Minister noted that the power of digital India is visible in every corner today. Different apps play a different role in taking the power of digital India to every home. Prime Minister also expressed pride at the power of India's UPI, saying that many countries are being drawn towards it. He said that UPI Pay Now link was launched between India and Singapore recently. In the 98th episode of Man Ki Baat today, Prime Minister looked back at the program's journey so far. He expressed delight that it has become a wonderful platform for public participation. This news is a live broadcast from All India Radio, station Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. A vehicle carrying polling personnel and officers met with an accident at Yikam village in Waka. The polling personnel were reportedly on their way for their polling duty at Sane's 39 Assembly constituency. ADGP Law and Order Sandeep M. Tamgadge said the driver of the bus died on the spot, while 12 others, including 9 police personnel, were injured and taken for medical care. Kohima police today notified that interstate border will be sealed to prevent the infiltration of unwanted elements and materials into Kohima Assembly constituency, with effect from this evening till tomorrow evening. Police said the sealing of interstate border is in compliance with the order issued by DC and DEO Kohima as per the SOP of Election Commission of India. The notification said that thoroughfare will not be permitted during this period. However, movement of essential commodities and emergency services in the district have been exempted. Kohima Police has issued traffic advisory for today and tomorrow. According to the advisory, no parking of vehicles will be allowed from TCP Gate to Razu Point via Old NST, Razu Point to TCP Gate via D Block and Phulbari, Phulbari Y Junction to DC Office and 1st Assam Rifles Junction. Police said all obstructing vehicles will be towed and charges will be recovered from the owner. All down vehicles will be diverted from TCP Gate. Down route will be via Naga Hospital Kohima Junction to New Market Road, Kohima's Hospital, Naga Bazar Road, Census Point and Tinpati area. Vehicles going up will be allowed to take normal route via Razu Point, D Block, Phulbari and TCP Gate. There will be no entry for vehicles proceeding from Census Point via Naga Bazar Road. Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, said Chintan Shivir is a platform for all the stakeholders in the pharma and health sectors to deliberate on pathways for cohesive and synergistic approaches to build robust and resilient regulatory systems. Inaugurating a 2-day Chintan Shivir in Hyderabad today, the minister said that various agencies, including center and state and public-private, formed important components ensuring that pharmaceuticals manufactured in the country are of the highest quality and adhere to standard global manufacturing protocols. He said this will ensure that India's fame as pharmacy of the world is upheld. To end the news, here are the headlines again. Stage has been set in Nagaland for the assembly polls tomorrow. CEO Nagaland, V. Shashank Shekhar, and Chief Minister Neiphiu appeal all voters to come forward to vote tomorrow. Election Department says voter information slip not proof of identity of voters. Voters need to produce EPIC or any other document approved as proof of ID by ECI. Prime Minister urges people to pledge to replace plastic bags with cloth bags. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Have a good night.